Celestina area joins me now live from Abuja to discuss events that transpired in court today during hearing. Celestina, do you consider it strange that both parties are changing their counsel at this time, and what do you think could have informed it?
Well, Nifemi, not necessarily strange, because every client is entitled to a counsel he or she feels will best canvass their case before the court. Although we know before now Mike Ozekome, senior advocate of Nigeria, was the one handling the defense of NNAMDI KANU, but today we saw that his counsel was changed. Reasons were not given. We asked the new counsel that what was the reason behind the change of counsel, and he said that it's at the discretion of the client. And also today, the federal government changed its counsel to a senior advocate of Nigeria, Adeboyika Awomolo. So this may be strategic to them for their cases, but it's not something new. It's a practice that every client or defendant can at any point in time of their trial decide to change their counsel. If maybe they feel, for reasons best known to them, it may be because the previous counsel is not doing a good job, or they believe this new counsel will do a better job, or probably strategic. So, but it's not something strange or new to the legal professional practice.
Celestina, NNAMDI KANU has been wearing the same Fendi outfit since last year. Well, since the last time I remember him coming to court. What's the story behind this cloth?
Well, as funny as it may seem, it's actually a serious issue. He was arrested in 2021, and that outfit at which he was arrested in is what he's still putting on up to this very moment. Although this is his first appearance after the Supreme Court had ordered that he return to the Federal High Court for his trial. Before today, Justice Binta Anyanku, which is the judge of the Federal High Court where he's being charged, has ordered that the DSS allow him change of clothes. But NNAMDI KANU has insisted that he will only wear his traditional attire, which is attributed to the Igbo culture. And that issue was also raised today at the court, where Justice Binta said that she would not allow any attire that is attributed to any cultural tradition, that he can be allowed to wear plain clothes, plain colors, that if he insists on wearing traditional attires, he should continue to come in the particular attire or particular clothes he's putting on. So she told the DSS that DSS should allow Mr. KANU change of clothes. And also his counsel had raised issues as to the challenges they face when they go to see him in the detention facility of the DSS, because they said that he is being kept in a 10-by-10 room, being isolated, and they as counsel do not have the opportunity to sit down and have a talk with him, because according to the counsel that the place is being wired, or they are saying, or they will be discussing, is being heard by the DSS. And before they even come into the facility, whatever documents they bring is being photocopied. So they really do not have a time to actually plan their defense, because whatever strategy they would come up with Mr. KANU, before they leave the DSS facility, it will be known to the DSS. So he came as a way of application before the court, asking the court to stop the DSS from doing all of these things to them and their clients.
So the Supreme Court last year restored Mr. KANU's trial after dismissing the judgment of the Court of Appeal freeing the IPOB leader. The implication of that is that we're back at the High Court in Abuja. But talk to us about what this means for this process. Is it starting all over again?
The process of the trial at the Federal High Court will not start then, because it was actually put on hold when Mr. KANU and his counsel informed the Federal High Court that they will be appealing the ruling of Justice Binta Anyanku. So the trial court actually stayed proceedings, where the matter was taken to the Court of Appeal, where the Court of Appeal entirely dismissed the charges against Mr. KANU on grounds of the actions carried out by the federal government. According to the Court of Appeal, it faulted the federal government for extraordinarily renditioning Mr. KANU from Kenya to Nigeria. But at the Supreme Court, the court said that if Mr. KANU was not pleased with the process at which he was brought back to the country, he should go by way of fundamental rights enforcement suit. But that action or that act by the federal government cannot declare or make the trial a nullity or the charges. So what we are having now at the Federal High Court is a continuation from where the court had initially stopped. The court dismissed, struck out 8 count charges, leaving 7. Initially, it was 15. So at that time, it was an issue of the propriety of the charge. So now, Justice Binta Anyanko has said that on the 20th of March, the trial will commence. On the 19th, the application for bail moved by Mr. Kanu's counsel, the ruling will be taken on that day because, according to them, Mr. Kanu is suffering from serious health, medical conditions, and the DSS is not able to provide him the medical attention